It was just after 2 a.m. on Sunday, December 5th, when two armed men stormed a business in Corinth, demanding valuables from the proprietor and other patrons. What began as a violent robbery attempt quickly turned into chaos. According to the business owner, Dennis Louis, the assailants, armed and aggressive, were confronted by a licensed firearm holder, leading to a violent exchange. The gunfire ended with one of the suspects badly wounded, collapsing yards from the business. He later succumbed to his injuries. Lewis, who had just returned to St. Lucia on the day of the incident, recounted the events leading up to the encounter.
I was out of Ireland for almost like about 11 months. I came in just the same Saturday. And as anything else, most of my friends who knew that I was out for a while and knew I was back on Ireland, they called me up and they came over. So we were having a drink at the time it happened.
The business owner, who was with friends and patrons at the time, described the moment the assailants entered his establishment.
I was sitting by the bar with a friend of mine, whilst another friend of mine was on the machine, a little further back to the washroom. And then I just suddenly saw two guys just rushing with their masks on and demanding that everybody should lay down on their bellies. Most of the people that was there, few of them did that. I didn't go down on my belly because at the time he was just about a few inches away from me. I would say about 1 foot. So I figured it's somebody I could maybe take on because, he's not a distance away from me to fire at me. He would have to take me at close range. While thinking of that, but still thinking that there's another guy there with a bag, with a mask on, I don't know whether he had a firearm. So, I was making that decision in my mind instantly, thinking at the time, what should I do? But at that time, thinking of all of that at the same time, I heard 2 to 3 gunshots. I know it came from somebody or friends that was around, but I couldn't tell you who it was at the time. The guy ran away. The same other friend that was with him too, I don't know whether his friend is his brother, whosoever, ran away. And we found him on the road, lying on the road, just between my main gate to the garage and Reno's establishment.
Lewis, also known as Proprietor, provided details about what transpired after the self-defense shooting, which was carried out by a licensed law enforcement officer who was present as a patron.
Some of my friends called the police, and the police came. They did what they had to do, lock up, barricade the place and stuff like that, to secure the area. And the ambulance came in, and then they went away with the body.
The deceased gunman, later identified as 20-year-old Alex Straker, was discovered on the pavement with a firearm beside him. This unfortunate incident marked the 75th homicide of the year, further raising concerns about public safety. While the authorities continued their investigation, the second suspect managed to escape the scene. This fatality took place just 1 day before the island recorded its 76th homicide, where an individual, identified only as Mark, was discovered lifeless with a facial laceration in George V Park. He was rushed to the OKEU hospital, where he was declared dead by a medical professional. As 2024 nears its end, the rising violence underscores the urgent need for continued efforts to address crime and ensure the safety and peace of the community. For Choice News Now, I am Darrell Lionel.